Hello, beautiful YouTube people. I have another video for you, and this layout took me about an hour and 2 minutes. People have asked me that. Here I'm just showing you some preliminary stuff that I did. I used my Make a Kit Monday from March 3rd products, and basically I took the Jamaican Sea acrylic blue paint and just watered it down and went around a piece of white basil cardstock and made some little hearts with a paintbrush and some splatters. And then I got my Mr. Huey's, and no, not Mr. Huey's, Heidi Swap in mustard, and splattered it. And then a piece of the tool I got from Michael's, the glitter tool, and added it, and it didn't want to stick very well. I ended up having to use hot glue gun. The cupcake die that you see there that I had cut out doesn't end up making on the page, although I would love to have gotten it on there, and I tried and tried and tried to get it on there, but it just wasn't in the cards. And there I have another die. The dress form is, let's see, that is by La La Land Crafts, and it's just called Dress Form. And I cut that out of that champagne craft color cardstock, and then I used some twine and just kind of wadded it up and glued it down, and took the little frame there that you see, the yellow one, I just flipped it upside down. I thought it looked better upside down. And I ended up covering up the asterisk, I think, because I didn't really care for that asterisk cut out on that little Polaroid frame. I believe those are Studio Calico. There's another piece of that craft champagne color, the shimmery craft, and tucking it behind because I thought it needed something to balance the dress form color. And the doily that you see is one of the Martha Stewart's that I get at Michael's. And the other little craft doily that you see is, I believe that's Kane Company. It comes in a pack at Michael's too. And I'm pretty sure it's Kane Company. And I like it. It's different, and that helped tie in some of the craft. You know, I had bought one of those cordless glue guns, and I'll be darned if the thing does not work. If anyone has a clue on how to get it to work, I have put all sorts of batteries in it. I don't know if there's a trick I'm missing. I mean, it just doesn't, the little light doesn't come on or anything. So I've switched to new batteries. I've tried old batteries. I'm just a little beside myself on what to do about that. And here you can see I'm taking just the rest of that scrap of fabric trim and putting it underneath my layers. And the little shoes, my daughter, True, she is just so much fun, and she's very, very girly and very prissy, and she bought those shoes for some event and loved them so much she took pictures and put them on Insta, so that's an Instagram photo. I should pull some of my flare buttons because I like, I have some that are from a flare for buttons, and I like them because they say Insta Love and Instagram and all. I need to pull those out and add those to some of these because most of these pictures are from my daughter's Instagram. And the other piece of tulle that you saw me add there, I end up cutting that way down. It's just way too long, and then I struggle with getting the glue off of the backside or what's on the cardstock. and so you'll see me fiddle with that and try desperately to get the glue off, because it just smudges like crazy, even though I have one of those rubber erasers for glue. And here I just pulled some of the stickers that I had in my kit. These little number stickers. She was 17 at the time, so those are Sundrifter by Studio Calico, and that's the sticker element sheet. I also use yeah, there's like a little scrap piece of the yellow that I had left over. I cut into a flag. And, oh, see here, I'm cutting this down. And then I'm rubbing. That actually kind of burned my finger. I was really rubbing that. And then I couldn't get it off my mat. And I'll go even further and take more and more and more off. So you get to see me mess with that. See, it's just not wanting to budge. That basil cardstock, it holds. So there I'm like, oh, I give up. And I'll move on to something else. But then I go back to it, because I'm just not happy. And the stick pin is also from my Make a Kit Monday. And I'm sorry, the placement on this, it looks like down by where my hands are it's cutting off the little bottom, but there's nothing down there, so hopefully that's not too much of a problem. Again, pulling stickers off of the Studio Calico Sundrifter sticker sheet, and I end up having to glue the ones there you see I'm putting on the tool. Nothing wants to stick to that tool, so as much as I love it on the layout, it is one of those items that you're going to have to use some type of glue gun or something with a strong adhesive. Here I've got a couple of the stickers off of the Sundrifter. That's like a little flower. Trying to figure out placement. The little oval says today, and there's another little flower that matches. And these are all sticking with my theme of blue and white and craft and yellow from my color challenge. And going through the portfolio by Pink Paisley, the ephemera collection, and I found some that kind of fit in there, and I end up, yeah, see, I try to pull that little twine through the loop of the tag, and it doesn't want to lay flat either, so I'll end up fiddling with that. But in reality, as much as I messed around with this layout, it really only took an hour and 2 minutes, so that's not bad. I don't think. I mean, I know people that spend 2 hours on the layout, so I was happy with it. And the sticker elements here, I think this is the Fiddling collection. Yeah, Fiddling letter stickers. Or maybe it's the Glitz Wild and Free Alpha and Word stickers. That's what it is. Yes. Well, I use both of those anyway. I'll use a variety between the Glitz and the Sundrifter. Also the Here and Now by Lori Whitlock for Echo Park. I'll use some of those letter stickers. And I just kind of go with the title all the way across the bottom. And it says, "You would have to know the girl to understand." And I needed to go through those different, oh, that's a basic gray letter sticker sheet. And I needed to go through all those different letter stickers because sticking with just those 4 colors, basically, I kind of had to mix them up and utilize what I had. And see the letters there that say wood are so light against that yellow. It's yellow against yellow, and it just made it disappear. So I end up putting it up there so you can see it, and then I'll continue down at the rest. And here I noticed that you can't see the bottom. Thank goodness I checked. Or you'd be going, what does that say? Oh, I don't know. I wish you'd zoom in. and then you'd be having my life. And if you look at the stickers up there at the top of the screen, I do pull one of those little hearts off and put it next to the letter, or the number 17, I believe. And sorry, this takes a while. I do realize that I have to go back and use my glossy accents to kind of stick down the letters, because they don't really want to stick very much. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they're making stickers less sticky on purpose because people move them around so much on their pages, or if they're using inferior adhesives compared to what they used to. I mean, used to, you'd put down a sticker, you couldn't get it up. Now, I put down a sticker and I can't get it to stick. So, something's changed in the industry. I don't know if this is an, EPA, environmental thing, or trying to reduce adhesive pollution, or I don't know. I'm guessing, and there could be a number of reasons, but like, you would even think that those basic gray ones, they're a little older, you would think they would stick, and they didn't stick at all, really. I had to glue every one of those. So here I'm sticking the portfolio ephemera, well, I guess you'd call it an oval there, that says Playful. I end up putting that on foam tape so that it's a little higher up, more dimensional. And there I go, playing with that adhesive again. So this was last summer, and what I do every year is, since my children got on Instagram at least, I take their entire year and go to Prinstagram and will pick probably 80 to 90% of their pictures, at least, yeah, about 80% of their pictures, and print them all off for the whole year. And then I have a year of my child's life through her eyes and her experiences that I would not necessarily know about if I hadn't done that. So I hope that if your kids are like mine and Instagram like crazy, that maybe you can do that too. I've even thought about, I should name some of the pages Insta Through Your Life, or Instagram Moments, or something like that, or Through Your Eyes, or I've thought about titles like that recently, so I just need to go with it and do that. And I think, oh, I do add some ribbon that I pulled. I think that's one that everybody has. Playing with placement of the twine, adding a little more ribbon. I think this about completes the layout. Trying to think what else I might have put on there. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame, and my lighting's terrible, and I actually saw Giddy for Scrapbooking, and it's Giddy, Giddy, and the letter, or the number 4, Scrapbooking. She did a video on lighting for YouTubers, for people that publish videos. Oh my goodness, it's so informative and helpful, and I guess I'm going to have to go and get that set up. I'm not going to build a frame or anything. I might try to utilize my tripod. So I was thinking I could just clamp on there and do it. But I get so frustrated with my lighting, and I really don't have anyone to help me with it. So I'm going to see what I can do on my own and figure it out, because I hate that it casts such a bad shadow in the evenings, and that's the majority of time in which I get to make my layouts. So I'm home with my girls, and look, I'm desperately trying to use that cupcake. I think it's adorable. I want to use it bad, and she loves to bake, and she makes cupcakes all the time. It is so her. the dress form, the hearts, the cupcakes, the shoes. Oh my gosh, she's very creative. She's very into makeup and that sort of thing. And so I wanted it to reflect her personality, and that's why the title is You Would Have to Know the Girl to Understand. But in a lot of ways she's mini me, so we relate very well to each other. And she's certainly easy to scrapbook because she is so cute. And I just love her to death. I'm a lucky mom. She's a sweetheart. And here I'm going to slow down the video so you can look at it up close. And so this is just normal speed. And I think I trim it too. I'm trying to decide if there's anything else it needs at this point. And I'm like, no, I think I'm done. And here. Here, I'll show you a close-up of some of the items. The punch was Martha Stewart. It was a border punch of hearts, and I just took the hearts randomly and glued them down. And there's that little corner of embellishments. And that is it. That's the layout. So there will be still pictures of those close-ups, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're playing along with me. And I'm gonna start another layout tonight and should have an upload for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.